This evening on ENN Tonight.
Ilan Tabad remembers those killed by Hamas.
The Phoenix put up a tough fight on the field.
A new ordinance has been passed in Elon. Hear about it right here.
Because ENN Tonight
starts now. Good evening, and thank you for joining us for ENN Tonight. I'm Abby Gravely.
And I'm Abigail Hines.
The bodies of 6 hostages held by Hamas have been recovered in Gaza, including 1 American citizen. Ilan Tabad posted on Facebook stating in partial quote, "While our hearts may be broken, our faith remains intact that we will yet win this war. Bring our hostages home, and we may know no more sorrow." By gathering at Elon's Speaker's Corner, many wanted to pay their respects through a brief memorial service. Rabbi Mendy Minkowitz says that students took action to be able to honor those lives that were lost, and expresses the emotion this brings out, especially of himself.
Months, and it's so spontaneous. It's the weirdest thing. I don't even, you like to think you're an adult, you're a big boy, but it hurts in new ways every time.
Campus safety and police were present during this memorial to ensure safety. The town of Elon has a new noise ordinance. This update was passed through the town council after originally being suggested in early July.
I think that college students aren't going to be loud.
The town of Elon's noise ordinance has been updated from its old violation charges. Though very few people are actually getting citations, it's up to the police department to charge them with either a criminal or civil penalty, which is just a fee.
We've been getting a lot of feedback, especially from students, of how the noise ordinance penalty, being criminal, affects them.
Mayor Sharp says she doesn't want noise violations to haunt students in the future.
But there have been at least one issue that we've been made aware of where someone's employment was delayed because of a noise ordinance criminal charge.
When it comes to those violations, Sharp says the officers are alert but know the reality of being in a college town.
I think that our police officers are not naive. They know that college students are having fun, and we want them to have fun.
Sharp says safety and quality of life is a priority to the town of Elon. Fiona McAllister, ENN Tonight.
Though these updates have been made, it is still possible to be criminally charged for a noise complaint.
Princeton Review's College Rankings latest edition has been released, naming Elon University number 10 in best-run colleges. Among other notable rankings, like being number 13 for Best College Theater. But compared to previous rankings, like in last year's edition, Elon was number 8 for Best Run Colleges, also dropping 2 places in Best College Theater. But 4 years ago, the Princeton Review ranked Elon as number 1 for Best Run Colleges, along with placing first for Best Study Abroad program, which didn't show up nearly as high on this year's list.
Just 64 days are left until this year's presidential election. And after speaking with some Elon students, I was able to dive deeper into how they're feeling this election season. President of Student Life John Dooley released an email reminding students to, quote, "Take some time this week to ensure that you're registered to vote and have a plan to cast your ballot this fall." Like freshman Isabel Zedlitz are using resources at Elon to register to vote in North Carolina, where they feel their voices will be heard.
I come from a state where, how I vote isn't going to change what's going on back there. In North Carolina is a swing state, so I think it'll be really interesting to see how the university vote and the youth vote changes the state's politics.
Some students are still unsure about voting due to a lack of information and feel the university could be doing more to support them as new voters.
More flyers and more vocal information about it would mean more.
I feel like I don't know exactly all the policies that the candidates are presenting, and I feel like also I'm not that into tune with all. I'm not very aware, no.
When it comes to political activity on campus, concerns about voting have been brought up. But Elon Votes say that they always encourage and help students cast their ballot.
You know, North Carolina is a big state and the U.S. is a big country, and we can't fix that. But we can focus on our percentage of North Carolina students and North Carolina voters and making sure that if they have an issue with the ballot, we're going to help them figure it out.
Like in Julie's email, Elon encourages students to participate politically. There's a student issues forum this Thursday that any and all are welcome to attend.
Coming up, a tough game for the Phoenix. See how they did after the break.
And our Mackenzie Cruz is joining us later for a look into your weather.
I don't know why you're so sad. You've got a roof over your head.
You gotta stop with that depression stuff. That's what white people think. You alright?
It just feels like it's coming from everywhere.
Do you want to talk about it?
You can talk to me if you're feeling sad. Whenever you need to talk, I'm here, okay?
Whether it's our stories, the warmth of our laugh, or our family's secret sauce, we all bring something different to the table. So make some space. The power of connection is waiting right outside your comfort zone. Learn how you can help strengthen your community at belongingbeginswithus.org/teamup.
There's only one thing that will save somebody's life, and that is naloxone nasal spray. Get 911 on the phone, get the emergency responses there on their way.
Yo, camping buddy. Okay, you guys ready?
Dude, I thought you were driving.
I thought you were driving.
Oh, I never said I was driving.
I definitely can't drive.
Okay.
If you're high, just don't drive. It's illegal everywhere. If you feel different, you drive different.
Hate is loud, but love is the majority.
We might be seeing some storms to go along with that heavy rain last night.
I know, that was a lot of rain, and I got caught in it while walking across campus. How about you?
I did too. My friends and I decided to go off campus for dinner, which was probably not a good idea because it was pouring outside.
Yeah. Is this a national trend, do you think? Let's see what Mackenzie has to say.
Hi, Abby. You're right, it is a national trend. As you can see over in the middle of the country, central Texas is having a lot of rain. There are huge storm systems, and the green squares in the middle mean flash flooding warning. But if you can see right here in Elon, where we have this pinpoint, that our storm systems have moved out into the ocean, the weather from last night and earlier today. These lavender boxes mean small craft advisory along the coast, which just means high winds on the waters, which means dangerous waves. And these yellow boxes mean heat advisory, but we don't have to worry about that so far. In Southern Virginia, there's a stationary front right here, which means there's a cold and warm front pushing against each other, which is hazardous and could mean some dangerous weather. But we should be okay right where we are. There's this weather here out is all of this rain from last night, and when we won't have rain in the beginning of the week, but towards the end of the week, we'll see something like this right over where we are in here. That's all I have, and we'll check back with you a little later.
Well, it's good to hear that we'll have a dry next couple days. Thanks, Mackenzie. We'll check back in with you a little later.
And as for sports, the Phoenix faced Duke in a truly tough match. Our Kathan Gandhi is here in studio to give us a play-by-play on that game. Kathan?
Yeah, Abigail. In the end, Elon managed to put on a good fight up against the Blue Devils, but we were definitely underdogs in this game. I was able to get up and close and personal on the field to see how this all panned out. One game shy of last year's playoffs, have one focus: to get back stronger. Fans say they share the same sentiment.
Very excited for the game. Opening weekend's always good. You know, all the prep for all summer long, so opening weekend is exciting for sure.
It quickly became obvious that the Phoenix would struggle, like when Elon's starting quarterback was sacked 8 times and the team was held to 30 yards rushing.
Good ACC opponent. Duke is overwhelmed us a little bit defensively. The edge rushers, sacks on the quarterback, made it difficult for us, put us off schedule.
While the offense struggled, Elon fought hard on defense. CAA preseason Defensive Player of the Year, Caleb Curtin, led the way with an interception in the 4th quarter. Although the Phoenix lost 26-3, Trisciani believes they have a lot more in store.
11 more games in front of us, and we can win every single one of those football games. We need to execute better. We got fight. You know, our guys fight. It wasn't a matter of fight.
The Phoenix will look to continue this fight on the road as they face a playoff-quality NC Central team next week. Kathan Gandhi, ENN Tonight.
Elon's matchup with NC Central will be this Saturday at 6 p.m. What a loss this weekend. That was really unfortunate.
It was a tough game for sure.
Were you able to catch the game at all, Abigail?
Actually, I was able to hang out in Mosley Center with a ton of students, and the energy in that room was crazy. It didn't matter what the score was. They were so into it.
That sounds like a lot of fun. Love to check it out.
Elon's Phoenix Fanatics brought the Elon Duke football game to Mosley Center. With students cheering on the Phoenix, events like this help bring school spirit from 40 minutes away.
It's not only it's great for like Elon itself, but it's just, it creates a tight community, you know, especially if you're a first year, you get to meet people, and it's just awesome. I think it's a great opportunity to meet people and also show our school spirit.
The energy in the room really emphasized this sense of community.
I like it when it gets like really high. Whenever like we go like past like 5 yards or like on like get it like a first time, everyone just starts clapping. I kind of like that, you know. It's just like a sense of community.
For other attendees, football wasn't the only reason they stopped by.
I heard there'd be food. No, support the team from a distance. I've never seen them play. I don't really know how football works, but I thought it'd be fun.
Tabola says students can look forward to more events like these in the future.
Tomorrow, women's soccer plays Grand Canyon University, and you can watch their live stream at 7 p.m. Also next, ENN's Monika Jurevicius is here in studio for your weekly social media recap after the break.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way. My kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
Even more than I wanted a gold medal, I wanted a heart of gold, like the mentors who were my balance beams refusing to let me down, and the coaches who spoke out to anything out of bounds, heroes who never stood on podiums, but stood up for me. Every shot I made, give the assist to those who since my youth were referees, ready to blow the whistle and end abuse.
I rescued Toast from a shelter in 2011. I love Toast because she's a lazy diva. Toast does whatever she wants, obviously. She's sleeping right now. She's an epic snuggler. She's so comforting. She's so loving. Toast makes me laugh. When I walked into the shelter, I knew right then that she was special.
Kudos, Carl. You've always had a need for speed. Racing anything with wheels, speed reading novels in record time, yelling out 3, 2, 1 at every traffic light. But this time, you've taken your power obsession to the next level. By purchasing this electric vehicle, you've given yourself instant torque that blows your old launch times away, which will keep you saying, "Woo-wee," every time you punch the pedal. Good for your adrenaline, great for the planet. That's the power of EV.
The grand opening of East Commons had a unique way of celebrating. ENN's Angelina Fantaroni is joining us live for more on this event and what it entailed. Angelina?
Thanks, Abby. I'm standing here at East Commons where a grand opening took place. At the event, it was very hot, and I'm very thankful it's not as warm now. At the event, I heard speakers, students, and staff rave about what was going on.
Friends, food, and fun. The Elon community came together for the grand opening of East Commons.
You know, this lively energy outside the building is pretty awesome to come home to. You know, after the first day of class, it's really great.
With a new tradition, a time capsule.
My roommate and I, we took a photo on the first day, on the first night when we moved in, and we printed it out, and so we put that in the time capsule, we signed our names.
Some students say this experience is truly unique, as they have never seen something like this. And now, they're sharing this moment together.
I just wrote a little bit about all the wonderful people that I love, that I work with, and just how thankful I am that I get to be a part of this community.
Faculty Director Karen Lindsay told students what they could put into the capsule, like written notes or photos.
Many of our students brought a meaningful or personal item that they'd like to place in the time capsule.
The capsule will be buried under East Commons and reopened in 2034. Angelina Fantaroni, ENN Tonight.
You're still here. Keep an eye out for the reopening ceremony in 2034. On West Lebanon Avenue, one West End apartment was thoroughly cleaned out due to extreme amounts of mold. ENN's Fiona McAllister was on the scene as this cleanout was happening.
4 tenants from one West End apartment have been cleared out due to excessive mold.
They had a mold situation caused by the use of AC over the summer with the humidity, and so we're pulling all the contents out.
Those cleaning the property, Blue Kangaroo Packouts of Greensboro has no affiliation with Redstone Property Management. After ENN's article first published the story, Redstone Property denied ENN's request for interview, but then released a statement saying in partial quote, "The information quoted by Ms. Reese is inaccurate. The isolated incident at West End was not caused by the air conditioning being left on all summer, as Ms. Reese stated, but rather by the system being used incorrectly." When asked about prevention for possible mold situations, Reese suggested,
Well, the number one thing, and I do notice that they have stickers now on from the summer, that always have your AC on auto. Do not ever put it on.
Redstone stated in addition to Reese saying in partial quote, "We had reiterated the information noted in the lease addendum by placing stickers near every thermostat before being made aware of the issue in the affected unit. This was proactive on our part, and we had done so to prevent similar tenant-caused issues in the future." Redstone says this is the only issue so far and has been taken care of. And as for these tenants, they found temporary housing within another West End apartment. Declining to speak with ENN further, the tenants say they may take legal action. Fiona McAllister, ENN Tonight.
This complex has no affiliation to Elon University, but is popular for student housing.
Our Monika Jurevicius is in the newsroom to give you your social media recap. Monika, what have we been seeing this week on the socials?
Thanks, Abby and Abigail. Here's what we've seen floating around the web this week. Starting tonight's social media recap, the remembrance of Columbus Blue Jackets forward Johnny Gaudreau and his brother Matthew. The two brothers were in South New Jersey preparing to celebrate their sister's wedding. Following his death, NHL Commissioner Gary Bettman released a statement on Instagram reading, "Johnny's infectious spirit for the game and show-stopping skills on the ice earned him the nickname Johnny Hockey." And as for Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck's second divorce, a source close to the couple confirmed that Lopez filed without an attorney or prenup. The star has since posted on her Instagram account saying that everything is unfolding in divine order, and she also canceled her This Is Me live summer tour. 36 years after blockbuster movie Beetlejuice was released, its sequel Beetlejuice is set to release this Friday. Original cast members like Winona Ryder and Catherine O'Hara will return, along with actors Jenna Ortega and Willem Dafoe joining them for the new movie. That's all I have for you on socials. Now back to you at the desk.
Thanks for the update, Monika. Check in with us after the break for a popular welcome back event.
Dancing to an obstacle.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzzed driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed.
In 4 days. There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children. She didn't know what to do.
Did you have a good day at school?
She gave them some broth without any bread.
There you go.
And kissed them all soundly.
Night night.
Good night. And put them to bed. Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org.
Women are bad with money. That's what the world's been saying for centuries. But now we've got something to say.
Save it. It's time to save ourselves by saving our money.
Until we're no longer 80% more likely than men to live in poverty in retirement.
Save it. The falsehoods, the feelings of fault.
Then, the funds. Learn how to save for your retirement at wesaysaveit.org.
I've always been told I gotta be strong. Thick skin, tough as nails. But to be everything for everybody, it wears on you. Black don't crack, they say. But it can. We all can. Reach out to a friend if you see them going through it. No matter who you are, being vulnerable is what makes us whole. Learn how to help at seizetheawkward.org.
A popular Elon coffee shop is celebrating its 10th anniversary this Thursday. As Oak House opened its big brown doors just a decade ago, owner Phil Smith says everyone can expect an even longer future for this cafe.
Well, the goal would be to keep going until it's ready for somebody else to take over and to pass that on to them. But it's been a great 10 years, and I can see another 10.
Smith says for this birthday, Oak House will celebrate with some cake and other goodies.
Elon's Black Student Union hosted their first event of the academic year. ENN's Charlotte Fabi has more.
From dancing to an obstacle course, Elon's Black Student Union kicked off the school year with their annual cookout.
Whenever I think of family and I think of home, I think of cookout.
BSU President Malia Proctor says BSU events like this help build community and closeness for Black students on campus.
So I'm hoping with this event, people are allowed to meet others, they're allowed to see that there is a Black community at Elon, and that there's people here that are ready to support and just see the best out of them.
Freshmen who attended the event, like Damani Grayson, came to connect with others and build what she likes to call her family at Elon.
If you constantly see the same face, then you know that you're building something important. And I think community is also something that Elon is very big on as well. So BSU is all about community.
Events like the cookout also give a platform for students to speak up for themselves on any and all issues.
I think BSU's goal primarily is to cultivate energy that is positive. Like, a lot of us go through situations where we don't want to speak up, but we have to at some point.
More BSU events are planned throughout the year with the same hope of building connections and community.
Our goal this year is just to make it as easy as possible to find community because college is hard. Finding community should not be.
Charlotte Fabi, ENN Tonight.
This Wednesday, BSU is hosting a vision board event in Mosley 215. All are welcome to join.
The Office of Sustainability held their annual Planting for the Planet event. Students were able to get a pot, paint it, and plant their choice of collard greens or succulents. Staff members say this event is popular as it gives students a chance to be sustainable while having fun.
And I grew the great blue lobia, the lobia syphilitica, and this should get cardinals in there.
Students painted patterns like little flowers and butterflies on their pots.
We're welcoming back Mackenzie for our Phoenix 5-day forecast. This past week has had a lot of rain and humidity. What have you thought?
Yeah, I feel like I've had to carry an umbrella with me every day just in case.
Yeah. Let's see what the upcoming week has in store. Mackenzie?
Thank you, Abby. Thankfully, there won't be as much rain this week. Things are looking to cool down. Now for your Phoenix 5-day forecast. Tonight will be clouds and a breeze with a low of 60, and tomorrow will be mostly sunny with a high of 75. Wednesday will be more sun with another high of 75. Thursday will be a high of 76 with some clouds and a few spots of rain, but stay hydrated because it will be an 86% humidity day. Saturday again will be a bit more humid and we'll have a high of 80 and partly cloudy. Ragweed and grass pollen are fairly high this week, so make sure you close your windows, especially at night when it's the worst. That's all I have for the weather. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks so much, Mackenzie. So we've just completed our first week of classes. How's it going?
It's gone pretty well. I have some really great professors this semester and some friends in my classes, which is always good. How about you?
It's been good, a little busy. I've had a lot more homework than I expected for the first week, but that's okay. I'm just getting back into the swing of things. But yeah, it hasn't been too bad. Have you checked out that new ice cream place in McEwen?
I haven't yet, but I had like the free samples that day they were giving them out and they were really good. So I'm very excited to try it.
Oh my gosh, it was so good. I know we have the ice cream machine in McEwen, but I think the extra option is fun and it gives us new flavors. So I don't know, I think it was a good choice.
I agree, and it looked like the flavors from like the free samples, it looked like they were pretty unique and fun, so I'm excited to try those out.
That's what I was thinking. I'm getting so tired of the plain vanilla ice cream and the Oreo crumbs on top.
Yeah. How have...
That's all we have, the news we have for you this evening. Thank you so much for joining us.
Head over to our website, elonnewsnetwork.com, for stories, sports, and more.
And make sure to follow us on social media at Elon News Network.
Have a great night, Elon.